When you think of Florida, you certainly do not think of spelunking. Here's something you might not know. Below the hot sun and the lush swamps is an absolute spaghetti bowl of caves. In this video, I have the great privilege to explore 2 of them with my family. First order of business, slap on the goggles and the fins. And then I hop in the 72-degree water. Beautiful, isn't it? Perfectly blue. Fun fact, all of Florida Springs are 70 to 72 degrees. Let's go. Check out this guideline laid by a guy far more qualified to be in here than I am. I did not bring my tanks because I don't want the temptation to pretend that I am that guy. Cool tie-off though. Look at this cool thing sticking out of the cave wall. This is in Central Florida, and there are ocean fossils everywhere throughout the cave. Even a sand dollar that I sadly did not capture on camera. I was not properly prepared at all to film this day, so forgive the switch to vertical phone footage. At least I had a flashlight. Grab the skull. I think it's a deer, but I'm no zoo archaeologist. Here's a really good photo of the skull, and here's an uber fruity photo of me holding the skull. Baby got back. Check out the moss, such a treat to see. And as the walkway, we have the wet cement bag special.
You know what keeps rock? Concrete.
Sponsored by my flippers. One last look at the cave. And then we see the floating dock, and on to peek at the neighboring part of the cave. The part of this property that I took a dive into extends clear into the darkness. I didn't have a camera for the back end of that cave, but in the back there is a guideline going directly into the Earth's crust. I assume there is plenty more to explore, on the condition that the property owner gives the green light to a qualified diver, which is not me. Look at this little spot. I don't know how this forms, but it was cool to see. A little indent in the cave wall. And here we go back up the sketchy ramp to the next cave on the property. Here we are with the property manager, unlocking the gate that keeps trespassers away from the watery cave. My camera is still wet, so the audio is a bit muffled. My apologies. beautiful Florida. The property manager slash tour guide mentioned that this one would be a bit of a crawl, so I knew what I was getting into. Getting my nice wetsuit all nice and muddy. Maybe even another tear in the stitches. In advance, I'm sorry for the dark footage.
Welcome to the jungle.
There are better settings that I could have used and better lights that I could have brought, but I did. Oh goodness.
That is a crawl. Okay.
Indeed. Mama's having none of it. Here we go. Mud and crawling.
You good, kid?
Yeah, it's not that bad, but I'm a small dude.
Yeah.
I've been through drain pipes before.
Come out here and at least see it. You can come down to this point down here.
This point down here is amazing to me. Frog! What's up, frog? Jump!
There's the water. And a frog.
And a frog. Please don't give up on me now, flashlight. Look at him. Little frog. If I were a frog, I'd want to be in here too, to be honest. Beautiful formation. This takes years, thousands of them, to form that kind of formation. Water dripping slowly over the decades. This cave isn't very large, but here we get to go up some very slippery mud.
Ooh, that's hollow. Ooh, that's slippery.
Some more formations.
About as far back as y'all have got, I guess. I mean, someone tried crawling up there, I could see.
They did, and I ain't doing that. Looks like more trouble than I am currently willing to get into.
Woo! Having fun?
Man, cool. Big old frog back there.
Yeah.
Frog!
You got the black light?
No, yellow. And it's,
See, we just got it.
oh, this one was intermittently not working.
Watch out for this mud. It's slick.
I'm not getting up there.
I could probably get you there, but I don't want to tear my nice suit.
Yep, and it doesn't look like there's much beyond. Even the one that goes up, it looks like it just kind of ends.
Yep.
A wetsuit is a nice thing to have,
There's a spider.
but when you have a nice one,
What happened?
Huh?
There's a spider.
Yeah, big one or a little one?
Little one.
you don't want to damage it.
I saw a lot of lead.
Cool.
I think the grotto is definitely the highlight. This is neat though.
There's some small formations in here.
Okay, down the mudslide.
Still something you don't see in Florida very often.
Stand back here. Drop down and then get through the thing. Let's see if there's lots of mud on it. That doesn't look like a shit.
We saw a frog, some cool formations, and we got a little muddy. And we're making our way out.
Is it cool inside there or what?
It's super neat figuring out how to spin around after you're going head first and there's that drop.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm either belly sliding down these rocks.
Nope, see, I'm glad I didn't go.
Or I'm gonna figure out how to turn myself around in this tiny
Yeah, but the
hole.
room is big, and I mean, once you get into the room, it's huge.
Yeah, it's like standing this height.
Yeah.
There's a big old frog back there.
It actually is bigger than it looks on camera. At this point, I'm walking back towards the main cave on the property with all the water in it, and we're gonna wash up because we got quite muddy.
Other one that you might be able to fit in, but I definitely wouldn't be able to fit in.
Yep, I'll look at Michael's videos.
Don't blow up spots.
Yeah. I don't like blowing up spots. I don't like people, so
Yeah.
nobody gets to know the spots that I know.
He's talking about how he doesn't like to blow up spots to let people know where they are because then people show up and it ruins it.
Yeah, and then they start trashing the place, and then government gets involved, and then you can't go there no more. And yeah.
I do like people, to be honest, but I don't like blowing up spots. I never mention where I am in this video, and there's some things that you need to keep to yourself, be they public or private property. The internet is a blessing, but I think we all know how foot traffic in sensitive areas can cause trouble. Scrubbing down my legs right now. Stay tuned, because we explore another far more interesting property after this one. It's one that a very, very rare few might still recognize. You might, but in any event, Thank you so much for sticking around to the end. This is my first bona fide YouTube video, and I hope you liked it. If you're interested in more of this kind of content, I simply ask that you like and subscribe, and I will do my best to continue posting more of it.
It's a little bit harder to do things in a wetsuit without flippers on.
Indeed.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Wetsuit floats. Helps to have them flippers to propel you downwards.